Hi everyone, my name's Andre Samuels and I'm the Director of Training at SeeWhy Learning. Whenever the team is working on curriculum, I constantly remind them, make it simple and write like you speak. When writing a study guide, answer key, or even recording a video like this one, be sure to use the same simple language you would use when teaching in a classroom. Over the next few months, on the first of the month, one of our trainers is going to strut their stuff and teach a quick lesson using everyday language, and I'm going to get things started. As an investor, it's important to have a diversified portfolio. Now, if we're talking about financial assets, this would involve owning different types of securities, such as money market, fixed income, or equity investments. I also like to invest in real estate, whether it be my own home, a rental property, or a vacation property like this one that I make available on Airbnb. One of the things I personally love about real estate is prices are less likely to drop overnight simply because a politician makes a careless comment or tweet. I'm out here today in beautiful cottage country to shoot a quick video on the difference between latent and patent defects and which ones need to be disclosed when selling a home. Let's suppose I was listing this property for sale. Let's go into the cottage itself and take a look at some of its defects. Certain types of defects, known as latent defects, need to be disclosed to prospective buyers, whereas patent defects do not. As you can probably tell, this is a fairly new property and it's also been renovated, so there aren't many defects. So I had to create a few for the purposes of this video. If you look at this window, I've simulated a big crack with a piece of tape. Now, this type of defect, called a patent defect, would be obvious to a potential buyer, so I wouldn't have to specifically disclose it. It's not like I have to walk through the property showing a potential buyer absolutely everything that's wrong with it when they can see it for themselves. On the other hand, you may notice I have wood flooring. Let's assume that it's laminate and that there's actually mold underneath. This obviously isn't visible to the naked eye, and you'd have no idea it's there without tearing out all the laminate, which of course you couldn't do before purchasing the home. Therefore, I would have to disclose it. If I didn't, it's as though I was hiding it from the buyer. This is referred to as a latent defect. Recall that a patent defect is one that is visible to the naked eye and therefore does not need to be disclosed. As a memory aid, since you can see it, that also means you can touch it or pat it. So if this crops up on your real estate exam, keep in mind my cracked window, which doesn't have to be disclosed, and the mold under the floor, which does have to be disclosed, and you'll be sure to get the question right and earn yourself a mark.